Hello everyone, we're gonna get started in about 15 minutes, so I will leave you to one, I'm going to start skipping for a little bit, and while I do that, you guys can listen to some music here. What did I want? Well, we're gonna go with a Tribe Called Quest today, and then see where it goes from there. Thank you for joining me again. Yeah, so just stick around until we got some time here.
Back in the days when I was a teenager, before I had status and before I had a pager, you can find the abstract, listening to hip hop. My pops used to say it reminded him of bebop. I said, well, daddy, don't you know that things go in cycles? Way the Bobby Brown is just a hammer like Michael. It's all
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Episode number 5. Let me change the scene real quick. Nice, there we are. Welcome back. Right, so before we get started, let's do our regular bowing. So let's stand up on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2. Now, thank you for joining me again today. It's a pretty lovely day out today. Hopefully, you can all go out for at least a little walk in your neighborhood. Today. Yeah, it's been raining on and off the past couple of days, but that's regular. Anyways, the things we're gonna go over this week. So this week we're just focusing on roundhouse kicks and teep kicks. Teep kicks meaning push kicks. Teep kicks tend to be the technical term Thai fighters use to call push kicks. Right. So today I wanted to talk a little bit more about switching stances. Because when I see people in the gym and I teach them to switch stance so that they can throw a more powerful roundhouse off their lead side, they tend to do some things that they're not really completely wrong, but the way they angle their body tends to leave them open for other attacks. So I just wanted to go over that again. So number 1, stance. For me, I am going to be orthodox, so I'll be talking about all the everything that comes from my own stance. If you are southpaw, everything I say will need to be reversed for you. So if you have any questions about that, please feel free to type it in the chat, and then I can go over it for you. But let's talk about stance. So orthodox. Okay. Left leg forward, right leg back, and I like to stay heavy on my back leg, so I can move around a lot easier and block with my shins. Right. For some people, throwing a fast roundhouse kick off the front side, okay, can be very difficult because they're not sure how to shift their weight back and turn their hip over, so it ends up being a little wonky when they do it here. So let me show you what I mean. So I'm not gonna switch my stance in this situation, but I will be throwing like a roundhouse kick with the front side. Okay, so okay, just do a couple more times. So you can see I'm not really turning my foot back for this one. I'm just going in and turning my hip over. I find I can get a lot of options to attack if I just throw a lead kick, a lead round kick with my left side. But if you want to do a lot more damage, you're going to want to switch your stance. So I'll teach you what I normally see people doing, and then we'll try and troubleshoot it from there. So when I see people switching stance, they're here, and then when they switch their stance, they end up being completely sideways. So they'll be here, and then they'll turn completely sideways, so my hips are lined up, just like we were doing before, and then they'll try and throw the kick from here, but when they return their leg back, they're normally in sideways like this. That stance is actually used a lot more in Taekwondo, from my own knowledge. It's very easy to throw like side kicks, okay, spinning kicks from here if my hip is already turned. But the problem with just fighting like this tends to be you're leaving your calf and your thigh open for attack. So it's not a very good idea to try and fight a kickboxer with your leg exposed like that. So so I try and make it so that when people switch, they're not switching all the way sideways into this Taekwondo style stance. The way I tend to switch is actually I change the positioning of my feet. So you'll look at my feet a little bit here. So normally when I switch stance, I take a hop and just switch my stance like that. You can see that my knee is not turned back all the way. My knee is still in front of my foot, kind of. So that allows me to still rotate my hip far enough so that I can gain the power. So it goes from here, like this, okay? I'm not bringing my hip all the way back. Yes, you can do this and then throw your kick, okay, as long as you're not going completely sideways, okay? If you go completely sideways, your foot will end up turning inside, and it'll be a little bit harder for you to make that rotation around. So you can either do the simple version, which is one, switching your stance like this, okay, or you can do it the way I do it, where I just switch my feet and throw. Do that sideways a couple times. You can see that my left knee isn't this far back. My left knee stays pretty much where it is, and my left hip still stays forward. That allows me to attack a little bit quicker when I'm switching my stances, and then I can come out of my switch a lot easier if I need to when someone's coming in for it. So I'll show you what the speed difference looks like for each of those switches. So I'm gonna do the all the way sideways one first, so where I'm like this. The second one will be more here, and then the third one that I'll show is gonna be like this. Okay, so number one, going into that Taekwondo stance where I'm completely sideways to throw my kick. Okay, ready, go. Ready, go. Okay, ready, go. Okay. So now I'm just going to be hopping and switching my stance, but not going all the way sideways. So, ready, go. Two more. Ready, go. One more. Ready, go. Okay. So that's what that one looks like. Then I'll show you the way I like to do it. So for this one, once again, my feet are not coming all the way back, and I'm not turning my hip all the way back. So 3 times. Ready? 1. Ready? 2. Ready? 3. So those are the different ways that you can switch to throw a roundhouse kick. I normally like doing it the third way normally, because it gives me a chance to actually see what they're doing, and then if I need to, I can throw across, which is my left hand in this situation, off it. If one, the person covers up for the roundhouse kick, then I can just throw a straight punch into their face. That's what I was talking about last time when I said you can use your switches to open up attacks. So with the combo that we were doing this week, we did a 1-1-2 switch left roundhouse, I believe. Oh, I have it written down here. So it was 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Where is it? So, yeah. 1-1-2 switch left roundhouse. Okay, so we're gonna practice that combo in the middle. Please give yourself enough space so that you're not hitting anything when you throw your kicks or your punches. All right, so 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Okay, ready? Let's do this all together. So, just to go over it real quick. 1-1-2 switch roundhouse kick. Okay. Once again, you can do this switch. I wouldn't really recommend it. You could do this switch, more recommended, or you could do it my way, which feel free to. Anyways, ready? Let's do it 16 times. I'm going to do it 4 times and then change the angle once again so you guys can see a little bit better. Ready? So 1-1-2 switch left roundhouse. 1-1-2 switch left roundhouse. Okay? Hands back up. Get reset. 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Okay, 2 more. 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Okay, 1 more. 1-1-2 switch. Okay, let's go. 12 more. Ready? 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Okay. 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Okay. 2 more. 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Okay. 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Okay. 8 more. Go. 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Okay, ready? 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Okay, 1 more. 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Okay, last 4. Ready? 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Okay. 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Okay, 2 more. Ready? 1-1-2 switch roundhouse. Last one. Ready? 1-1-2. Okay. So hopefully you got to see what I mean by not bringing my left hip all the way back when I do my switches. I find that one, it's a bit easier for me to get those roundhouse kicks if I do that kind of switch. They come out faster, and because I am launching myself my back foot, as soon as my toe touches the ground, I feel as if I have more power. I haven't really been able to test that scientifically yet. I haven't been able to test that scientifically yet, so you're just gonna have to trust me or try it out yourself. So let's go after the second combo. We did 1, 2, 3, and then right roundhouse. Okay. For this one, we are actually going to step forward into our right roundhouse too. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then step forward roundhouse kick. Okay. I don't want you to just do it from here. Okay. I want you to try doing that step forward if you have the space and throwing the kick. All right. So once again, 1, 2, 3. Step forward with your left foot. Open your foot so that you can throw your right roundhouse nice and easily. Okay. We're going to be doing that 16 times again. Make sure that when you're throwing your strikes, you are also breathing out. All right. Keeping your elbows nice and tight as much as you can. The leg that you're throwing for the kick, the right leg for this one, you're gonna swing your same side arm. Okay, let's go. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, step forward, roundhouse. Okay, back in the center. Let's go. 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go. 3, 1, 2, 3. Should do more of a step forward. Ready? Last one. 1, 2, 3. Step forward. Kick. All right. Go. 12 more. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Make sure you keep your hand up. 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, once again. Number 3. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Last one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay. Number 1. 1, 2, 3. Step forward. Roundhouse. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Step forward. Roundhouse. Okay. Number 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Step forward. Roundhouse. Okay. Number 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ready? Last 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Last one. Is that the last one? We'll just say that one's 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Last one. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. On that last one, I forgot to step forward. So, even while I try and train myself, I do forget about these little things as well. So, the more you can try and focus on those little things as you're training in the gym or at home, the easier it'll become to not think about it when you're actually sparring against someone. Right, so let's go for the next one. So the last combo that we practiced this week was a right teep kick, stepping forward into a 2-3, and then right roundhouse kick. Okay, so we're gonna change that one up so that we're switching our stance. So instead of a right teep kick, I'm going to go for a left teep kick, okay? But I'm gonna switch my stance. So I'm here, I'm gonna switch my stance to go for a teep, bring my leg back. Now I'm in my southpaw stance, so I throw my 2, okay? 3, and then I'll throw my left roundhouse in this situation, okay? Right, so starting off with our regular stance, well, with my regular stance, I'm gonna switch for a more powerful teep. Go 2, 3, 2 becomes my left hand, 3 is my right hook when I switch into southpaw, and then I'm gonna finish off with a left roundhouse kick. Okay? So let's try that. Let's try it one time so that we all understand what's going on. So I'm gonna switch first, knee up, teep, 2, 3, and then roundhouse kick. Okay? So let's practice that one more time. So we're here. So I switch first, bring my knee up, teep, push back into a 2, 3, and then throw my roundhouse kick from there. Alright? Remember, go nice and slow when you do this so that, one, you can maintain your balance. That's going to be the most important thing when you're practicing on your own. Just making sure you know where your balance is. Okay, so let's get started. Ready? Number 1. 1, 2, 3, and then roundhouse kick. Ready? 2, 3, roundhouse kick. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, roundhouse kick. Ready? Okay, one last one. Ready? Okay, good. So, 12 more. Ready? Ready? Go, number 3. Ready? Go. Okay, number 4. Ready? Okay. Ready? Number 1. Oh, I was off balance that time. Ready? Number 2. Number 3. Okay. Number 4. Nice. Okay, last 4. Ready? Go. Oh. That's what I mean about keeping your balance. Ready? 1. Not that good. Ready? Go. Okay, let's do one more. Ready? Go. Nice. So yeah, switching opens up a lot of different options that you can use for to attack. Normally we've been working hopping into our switch, but you can also step into it. So let's practice the one we just did, the switch left teep 2, 3, but instead of a left roundhouse, let's throw a step forward right roundhouse. What do I mean by that? Okay, so we're here. Okay, I switch, just like we did before. He comes up for the keep, straight out. 2, 3. On the 3, I step forward, opening my foot, and then I can throw my right roundhouse a bit more comfortably. Okay, yes, you can hop backwards as well to throw that right roundhouse. Okay, maybe you don't wanna hop, maybe you wanna move forward instead of staying in the same place. So that's when the step forward roundhouse will be better in those situations. So let's practice that one. So instead of finishing with the left roundhouse, we're gonna step forward and do our right roundhouse instead. Okay, so let's try it one more time before we actually practice. Ready? So switch, knee up, straight out. Okay, leg comes all the way back so I can throw my 2 nice and comfortably. My right hand goes 3. As I turn backwards, my hand moves down so that I can open and then throw my right roundhouse. Alright? Alright, let's do that. 16 times. Ready? Let's go. So switch, push, 2, 3, step forward, roundhouse. Okay? One more time. So switch, push, kick, 2, 3, step forward, roundhouse. Okay, 2 more. Ready? Ready? Let's go. Nice. Okay, ready? 4 more. Let's go. I got confused there. Ready? Go. Lost my balance. Ready? Go. Oh. Last one. Ready? Go. Okay. Ready? Go. Okay, number 2. Ready? Go. Okay, once again. Ready? Go. I think that was 4. Okay, let's go. Ready? Go. Oh, I wasn't very well planted that time. Ready? Go. Okay. Ready? Go. Okay, last one. Ready? Go. Nice. So yeah, there might be different situations where you go from just staying in one space and hopping into your switch, or you might want to move forward or move around your opponent, and then that opens up a switch kick for you as well. Just by taking a step towards the outside of your opponent's stance, you end up opening your hips wider so that it's easier for you to take that to throw that kick, especially if you're going for a switch. Okay, so it can be very tough to difficult. It can be very tough to notice what a person's going for if they keep switching their stance like this. There are fighters that like to just switch constantly to throw the person off of what their game plan is and what they're doing. One, you can't really switch that often if you haven't practiced your opposite side too much. So let's try and add that with our other combos. So let's do the 1-1-2 instead of a switch. So instead of a jumping switch, we're gonna step forward and then kick instead. All right. So what do I mean? Ready? So 1-1-2, step forward, kick. Okay, which was different than here and then kick. All right. So let's do this one. 1-1-2, step forward, left kick. 16 times. Let's go. Ready? 1-1-2, step forward, kick. Ready? 1-1-2, step forward, kick. Ready? 1-1-2, step forward, kick. Ready? Number 3. 1-1-2, step forward. Ready? 1-1-2, step forward, kick. Okay, let's go. 1-1-2, step forward. Ready? 1-1-2, step forward, kick. Ready? 1-1-2, step forward, kick. Okay, one more. 1-1-2, step forward. Okay, let's go. Ready? 1-1-2, kick. Ready? Number 2. Ready? Go. 1-1-2, kick. Okay, ready? Go. 1-1-2, kick. Nice. Okay, number 4. Ready? 1-1-2, kick. All right. Go. Ready? 1-1-2, kick. Ready? 1-1-2, kick. Okay, 2 more. Ready? 1-1-2, kick. Okay, last one. Ready? 1-1-2, kick. Okay, so the third combo we practiced was 1-2-3 right roundhouse kick. Let's see. Let's make that one a little harder. And the beginning of the combo, well, actually, we're gonna switch into our opposite stance. Throw 1-2-3 from our opposite stance, and then step forward, left roundhouse. Okay. So one. So we're gonna switch. Okay. So 1-2-3 from here, and then step forward, right roundhouse. Sorry, step forward, left roundhouse. We're using our stance switch to see what the reaction of our opponent is. If they are blocking for kicks, then that leads us into our punches nice and easily. So let's try and do that. Ready? So let's practice it one time, and then we'll do it all together. So just so you understand, I switch first. 1-2-3, step forward, left roundhouse. Okay? Alright, so now let's do that all together. 16 times. Ready? Number 1. Switch. 1-2-3. Ready? Switch. 1-2-3. Switch. Oh, 1-2-3. For me, I want to throw that 2 when I do this combo. Ready? Switch. 1-2-3. 3. Boom. Ready? Last one. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 12 more. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, my heels were on the ground that time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? 4 more. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? Number 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, number 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? Number 4. 2, 3. Okay, last 4. Ready? Switch. 1, 2, 3. Roundhouse. Okay, one more time. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Roundhouse. Okay. Ready? Switch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. Ready? Switch. 1, 2, 3. Left roundhouse. Okay. So that's how you can use the switch to change up your combos as well. Not just with not just by taking different steps to open up new angles, but using your switch to see what the reaction of your opponent is, so that if you switch again, then you can then you read the reaction and attack when you see it. There was a quote by who was it? Was it Joe Rogan or a UFC fighter? Maybe it was John Danaher, but they said that fighting is actually a battle of information. You're trying to receive as much information from your opponent by their actions, so that you can create a solid plan of attack. Actually, that might come from The Art of War by Sun Tzu. So, yeah. So whenever you're fighting, you shouldn't only think about what you're trying to do. You should try and see what your opponent's doing as well, so that if you can read just one tiny reaction of maybe they tap their hands together before they throw a punch. Maybe they move their head to one side before they throw a kick. Maybe they drop one of their hands before they throw a kick. You use that information to gauge what timing you should attack in. So using switching, you open up different options for that as well. Right, so let's just take a break for now. Wow, that was already 30 minutes. Yeah, so let's just take a break for now. When you come back, if you have a partner, please grab your gloves. If you do not have a partner, then you can just shadow box along with me. Once again, try and focus on just the combos we were practicing this week, and then we can move on from there. I'll be trying to make the combos a little harder for myself when I'm hitting the bag, when I'm hitting Doug here. So hopefully it turns out good. Anyways, I hope you all stick around. I'll leave you to the musical stylings of the banjo for today. I'm gonna change the scene as well, so you don't see just nothing here. Okay, so let me switch the scene back. And okay, so now we're going to do 3 rounds of shadow boxing. One, if you have a partner, please grab your gloves. Once again, as I mentioned last week, if you don't have any hand pads, you can use the palm of your glove to catch the person's punch. If you don't have gloves on, you can use the palm of your hand. Make sure your partner is not hitting up along the knuckles here, okay, or along the fingers, because you can break your hand that way and your fingers. So please hit right at the palm of the hand, right? So once again, you can work along with the same combos that I'm doing. I will yell out. I will do the I will say the combo before the round starts so that you refresh your memory. And if you want to do a different combo, feel free. Okay, but try and focus on your kicks. All right. So let's do this. One, two, three, left. 1, 2, 3, right roundhouse. Okay. Alright, so next one. 1-1-2, switch left roundhouse. Okay? You ready? Let's do this. Okay, so next one. Switch, left keep, bring the leg back, 2, 3, step, right roundhouse. Okay, let's try that one. Ready? Let's go. So, switch, keep, 2, 3, step, roundhouse. Okay, ready? Keep, leg back, 2, 3, step forward, roundhouse. Okay, ready? One more time. So that's it for the shadow boxing portion. Let's finish off with some exercises. Hopefully the banjo music isn't too distracting. Anyways, let's actually do some stretches today because maybe you guys are feeling a little tight in the thighs and the calves. So I'll show you a couple switches, not switches, a couple stretches that you can do to target those areas. Let's put this on the ground so you can see a little bit better. Number one, just start off with our feet together, facing forward. Okay. Instead of like trying to reach for your toes on this one, I want you to just try and bring your elbows down to the mat instead. Okay, don't worry about reaching. It's not about reaching, it's about getting our chest lower to our thighs as possible. Okay. If you have a belt, you can wrap the belt around your legs, not around your legs, but around your feet, so that you can pull yourself a little bit further. Okay. Okay. Put our left leg inside. Okay. And same thing, not trying to reach out, but just trying to bring our elbows nice and close to the mat. Nice, let's do the other side. Oh, I feel it a lot more on this side. So, the reason why I like doing small pumps here when I'm doing my stretches is to get my body used to being stretched out that far. Holding it is fine enough. I just find for me, I've been able to gain more flexibility and more mobility by just doing small pumps like this and holding it for just a few seconds instead of staying in the same position the entire time. Okay, so let's have our feet together, back straight. Okay, you can use your elbows to push down on your knees if your knees are up high like this. Okay, or if you can use your hands here. Quick shout out to one of the instructors here, Uriel. This is his T-shirt for his last MMA fight, I guess. So yeah, shout outs to Uriel. Okay, hands forward, same thing. We're just gonna bring our elbows down to the mat. Okay, you can reach, right? But then that'll start bringing like your butt off the ground. If you start reaching, you wanna stay in the same position and try and bring the chest as low to the ground as possible. Nice. This next one is for a bit more hip mobility. You're going to have your legs just a little bit wider than your shoulders here, and you're going to move from side to side without taking your heels off the mat. So what I mean is you're going to turn, imagine like you're going to throw a kick, and you turn your hip over, bringing your knee down to the mat if you can. If you can't bring it all the way down here, you can start pushing yourself forward with your hand. I would try not to though. If you do need that help, that's okay. Alright? But if you can't do it without using your hands, try and just shift your weight onto your right buttock on this side. Okay? for this one, if you're someone that their hip clicks onto their bone for whatever reason, I would try doing a couple of this so that you gain the mobility to move your legs in these angles. I actually used to have that same problem of my bone clicking onto my hip as well. So once I started doing this, it became less and less, and now it barely ever clicks. Hopefully that does the same for you. Okay. Let's do a couple more. Let's do one more each side. Nice. Okay, good. So, next one. I want you to just lay on your knees here, and then you're going to open up your legs wide, all right? And then I'm gonna shift my weight forward, but keeping my knees in the same direction. So, started off sitting on my knees. I open my knees up wide, and then I shifted my weight over. And then you can have your legs off the ground. You can have your feet on the ground. It's more important that you just try and push your hips open by using the ground here. Okay? Once again, if you want to put more pressure, lift your feet off the ground and then just push your hips into the ground as far as you can. Oh. 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 I'm really tight today. Oh. Nice. Okay, let's come back. Nice. Okay, so this next one, you're gonna come from a seated position, just like we did before. Our right leg's gonna come inside. Our left leg's gonna go all the way on the across. If you can't really put your foot on the ground all the way, that's okay. It's more important that you just bring the knee in front of you and across. So for this situation, because it's my left leg going across my body, I'm going to use my right arm to pull my my knee into me, and I'm not curling my back like this. Okay, I'm keeping my back as straight as possible and pulling my knee into myself. Okay. If you do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, this is a perfect opportunity to try and work your rear naked choke position. Okay, if you don't know what that is, hand on your bicep, hand behind the head, and then you just try and cut off your kneecap. Okay. You should feel the stretch around here, your glute area. And we'll just hold for a couple seconds. Nice, let's do the other side. Left leg, right leg over the top. Alright, use your left hand this time to come across and hug your leg. Okay, I'm going to move to the side so you can see a little bit better. And the last two, we'll just do straight splits as far wide as we can here. That's as far as I can go. Number one, hands on the ground, trying to bring our elbows to the ground. Oh God, this hurts already. Nice. Okay, and then I want you to reach over top of your head. Okay, don't reach across like this. Try and stack your shoulders on top of one another and bring your elbow on the inside so you're more like this. You don't have to reach for your leg. If this is all you can do, that's fine. Okay, it's more about trying to crunch your body to the side here. Okay, let's do the other side. Same thing. Really try and stack your shoulders as much as you can. Alright, you don't want to be coming across like this, meaning like this. You want to try and be up. Stacking your shoulders as hard as much as you can. It's hard to do this while talking. Okay. Nice. So, that'll be it for today. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about switching today. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask me either on my Facebook athlete page, Instagram, or here on the channel. Once again, Friday we will be doing something a little bit different. We will be trying to go for 1,000 kicks. Yeah, 1,000 kicks in 1 hour. Let's see if I can make it. I've never tried to do 1,000 kicks in an hour before, so we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking of maybe just splitting it into 500 roundhouses on each side, and yeah, that's probably what I'll do. If you want to join me along for that on Friday, please feel free. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you're all staying safe indoors, and please tell your family how much they mean to you. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. So I will hopefully see you next time. Okay, ready? So let's end off same way we started. Ready? 1, 2. Thank you for joining me. And